I need you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say, because I don't know how long this video, or the link I'm about to tell you about, is going to stay active. For the last 2 years I've been just like you. I've been obsessed with finding a way out of the local 9-to-5 grind. I've spent thousands of hours on forums, in hidden Telegram groups, and deep in the comment sections of international job boards. I always felt like there was a secret list out there, a list of companies that actually want to pay people in Africa and Asia in USD. But they don't put it on Google because they don't want 10 million people applying at once. 2 weeks ago, I found it. I wasn't looking for a CPA offer or some marketing gimmick. I was on a private server for remote developers when someone leaked a master database. It's a file containing over 25 websites that are essentially backdoors into the global remote market. These are sites that bypass the standard US-only filters. They are hiring Africans right now for everything from data entry to AI testing. When I saw it, I didn't believe it. I thought it was another scam. But then, I followed the instructions in the file. I clicked the hidden links. I saw the application forms that didn't ask for a US Social Security number. I actually downloaded my own copy of the blueprint from the same source I'm about to give to you. I realized that this file is the holy grail we've all been looking for. It explains exactly how each of these 25+ websites works, what they pay, some up to $40 per hour, and the exact magic words to put in your application so you don't get rejected by their bots. I'm not the creator of this file. I'm just the person who was lucky enough to find it before the link was pulled. And because I know how much this could change your life, just like it's changing mine, I'm sharing the access with you today. But here's the catch. The original source has a security gate to keep bots from crashing the server and stealing the data. I had to go through it myself to get my copy. It's a 30-second human verification. I'll show you exactly how I did it so you can get your copy too. But before we go to that file, I want to walk you through 7 of the biggest companies I discovered inside that list, so you can see exactly why this is different from anything else you've ever seen. Now, let's look at the first 2 sites I discovered inside that leaked database. These are the ones that blew my mind because I realized they are 100% legit, global giants that we've been ignoring. Company number 1, Canonical. You've probably heard of Ubuntu, the operating system. Well, Canonical is the company behind it. When I opened the master file and saw the entry for Canonical, I was shocked at the pay scale. They aren't just paying local rates, they are paying global tech rates. We are talking $1,500 to $7,500 per month. But here's what the file taught me. Canonical is 100% remote. They don't even have a main office. The discovery hack. Inside the file I downloaded, there was a warning. Canonical uses a very strict AI screening process. If you use ChatGPT to write your CV, they will catch you and disqualify you instantly. The file actually showed me how to structure my high school math results and native language proficiency, which are questions they actually ask, to prove I'm a real person and not a bot. It's about being authentic. Company number 2, Telus International. Next is Telus. This one is perfect if you want to start without a big tech background. They have a massive AI community. They pay you to train AI models, things like search relevancy experts and data annotators. The master file explained that Telus has specific projects just for Africa. You can earn $10 to $25 per hour. But here is the catch I found in the instructions. You have to pass a qualification exam. It's not easy. It tests your critical thinking. The strategy one found, the file had a section called the Telus logic. It explains that they aren't looking for the right answer, but for someone who can follow strict brand guidelines. I actually used the cheat sheet from the file to understand how to label images for self-driving cars, and it made the whole process 10 times easier. I need to pause here because I can see some of you taking notes and getting ready to search these on Google. Stop. If you go to Google and search Canonical Jobs or Telus AI, you are going to find the public pages that everyone else is seeing. You'll be competing with 100,000 other people. The reason the file I discovered is so valuable is because it contains the direct, non-public application links and the specific application scripts that get you past the initial filters. Remember, I didn't create this file. I found it, I downloaded my copy, and I'm telling you now, this link might not work by tomorrow. If you want to skip the line and get the same 25-site database I'm using to change my life, you need to act now. Here is the step-by-step to get it while it's still live. Click the first link in the pinned comment or the description below. You'll see the verification gate. This is to know you are a real human, not AI. Do not get annoyed by this. It's the only reason the file hasn't been shut down by bots yet. Complete one quick task, It can only take like 15 seconds. It will require you using a real SIM card with airtime to unlock or perform the task, because their website believe AI will not have a real SIM card with airtime, but it depends on your location. Some might see a survey or checking out a free app. The second you finish, the 25+ remote job master file will unlock. Download it, save it to your Google Drive, and keep it safe. Don't wait until the end of the video. People are clicking that link right now as I speak. Go get your copy, then come back, because website number 3 is a freelance platform that I found is actually easier to win on than Upwork or Fiverr. Before we continue, if you love what I'm doing here, click the subscribe button, comment, like and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime I come up with another new update. Okay, let's keep moving. Website number 3 is one that I used to think was just for experts in London or New York until I found the instruction guide in that leaked file. It's called People Per Hour. Now, don't confuse this with Upwork or Fiverr where you're competing with 5 million people. People Per Hour is a bit more exclusive, but that's actually good for us. The file I downloaded explains something called the Escrow Strategy. On this site, the money you earn is put into a secure escrow account the moment you start the job. This means you never have to worry about a client disappearing without paying you. As someone working from Africa, that peace of mind is everything. What I discovered, you don't need to be a coder. I found people from Ghana and Nigeria making $1,200 a month just by doing virtual assistant tasks or social media content planning. The secret sauce I found in the file is to set your initial rate at $15 per hour, not $5. If you go too low, clients think you're a bot. If you go to $15, they see you as a professional. Company number 5, Appen. This is the big brother of AI training. If Telus is the school, Appen is the university. They have been around since the 90s, but in 2026, they have completely shifted to agentic AI, basically training AI bots to act like humans. When I opened the Appen section in the master list, I saw projects I didn't even know existed. Voice recording, where they pay you just to read sentences in your local accent, search evaluation, and image labeling. The pay, it's usually between $3 and $14 per hour, but the file warned me, don't rely on one project. The secret to making a full-time income on Appen is to apply for 5 or 6 projects at once. The leaked file actually lists the specific project names that are currently high priority for African workers so you don't waste time on the ones that are already full. Now, let's talk about a platform that I honestly thought was too good to be true when I saw it in the database. It's called Remote Africa. Most of the time, we're trying to fit into Western platforms, but this site is different. It was built specifically to bridge the gap between international companies and talent right here on the continent. When I was going through the entries in the file, I noticed that companies on Remote Africa aren't just looking for cheap labor, they are looking for reliability. I discovered roles for virtual assistants, customer success, and content moderators specifically for the African time zone. The pay I saw ranged from $800 to $3,000 per month. But here is the trick I learned from the instructions. Because this site is more niche, your profile needs to look like a global professional, not just a local freelancer. The file I found actually breaks down the Remote Africa profile framework, showing you exactly how to list your local experience so it makes sense to a CEO in London or Dubai. Company number 6, Clickworker. Now I know some of you are thinking, this all sounds great, but I need to see some money in my account today. That's where Clickworker comes in. When I found this in the list, I realized it's the ultimate training ground. You can sign up and start doing micro jobs almost immediately. We're talking about things like categorizing data, taking photos of specific objects to help train AI, or writing short product descriptions. The pay is lower, usually $2 to $10 per hour, but the file highlighted this for a specific reason: confidence. The quickest way to fail at remote work is to get overwhelmed. I discovered that the people who succeed the most are the ones who start with Clickworker, earn their first $20, and realize, wow, this actually works. It's the engine that gets you started. Inside the master file, there's a section on how to level up your Clickworker account to get access to the higher-paying UHRS tasks, which is where the real money is hidden. Watching all of this, I realized something. The only reason we haven't been winning is because we didn't have the map. We've been trying to find our way in the dark while everyone else had the lights on. But now that we have this information, now that we have the 25 sites and the instructions, the only thing left is the execution. We've covered a lot, but I saved the most powerful discovery for last. When I was scrolling to the very bottom of that leaked database, I found a section highlighted in red. It was for a platform called TopTal. Now let me be straight with you, This is the Champions League of remote work. TopTal is known for only accepting the top 3% of freelancers in the entire world. When I first saw that, I almost closed the file. I thought, there's no way someone starting from scratch in Africa can get into the top 3%. But then I read the discovery notes attached to it. The reason most people fail TopTal isn't because they aren't smart enough. It's because they failed the screening process. The file showed me that TopTal isn't just for coders. They hire designers, finance experts, and project managers. If you pass their test, you aren't looking at $10 an hour anymore. You are looking at $50 to $150 per hour. I realize that TopTal is where you go when you want to stop hustling and start building a career. The instructions I found emphasized one thing: specialization. Don't try to be a jack of all trades. Pick one thing, whether it's managing a project or designing a landing page, and use the technical interview guide I found in the file to ace their screening. Looking back at this entire journey, from the moment I felt locked out to the moment I discovered this master list, I've realized one life-changing truth. The internet has officially leveled the playing field. The digital wall is down. Right now, as you are watching this, there is someone in your same city, maybe even on your same street, who is logging into their laptop and earning more in a day than most people earn in a month. The only difference between you and them isn't luck. It isn't a degree. It's the fact that they have the information, and they took the action. I've shared everything I discovered with you today. I've shown you the backdoors, the AI secrets, and the platforms that are actually hungry for your talent. You now have the names of the companies and the strategy to win. But remember what I said at the start. I don't know how long these hidden links will stay active. Information this valuable usually gets shut down once too many people find out about it. If you haven't already, go back to that pinned comment, get through the verification, and save that 25-site file to your device. Treat it like gold, because to your bank account, it is. My final challenge to you is this: don't just close this video and go back to scrolling. Pick one company we talked about today. Just one. Open their page, use the scripts I've given you, and submit your first application. Your first remote job doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be the start. Comment action if you are applying today. I want to see who is actually serious about changing their story in 2026. I'll be in the comments helping you out with any roadblocks.